Hi and welcome to Format. I'm Sven.
And I'm David.
And tonight we're looking at WipEout Omega Collection on the PlayStation 4. Now, I've already done an unboxing, which you'll see some footage of in a minute. But basically, what you will see in front of you here is all of the WipEouts on the PlayStations, except for one, because I haven't got WipEout Pulse on the PS2 because it's very, very rare. And we've also got WipEout 2097 on the Amiga, which confuses people intensely. Because you need a very powerful, upgraded Amiga 1200 or 4000 really to run that. But yes, if you want to have a look at the unboxing footage, here it comes. Right, there we go. We have a steelbook, the WipEout Omega Collection, which is separate, and that's weird, but there we go. A lot of video games have been doing that for the last several years actually. It's not quite the same as it is in the Blu-ray market. That's rather a nice cover. Of course, we've all seen pictures of it previously. WipEout Omega Collection on the side and WipEout logo on the back. And the internal is rather nice. And being as it was bought from shop2.net, we've also got the game itself inside the classic sleeve, which is rather nice. It's supposed to be reminiscent of the PlayStation 1 and the original WipEout. Very original early WipEout design at the back. And the normal packaging, the chromed silver lines. Okay. In the back. Okay. There's 26 tracks, 46 ships, 9 modes from WipEout HD Fury and WipEout 2048. All new electro soundtrack, which is kind of a shame. I dare say there'll be an awful lot of cold storage being played when I'm playing it. There we go. I'll open that up. Default controls, no. So I can find nothing in there. Okay. And the game itself. Right, so
yes, it's lovely seeing your hands so big, so big.
You've seen some of the footage of me playing this, which I'm sure enthralls you. You have to come round to my place at some point.
Because you know how much I love watching people play video games. It just
well, the good news is it's 2-player split screen, so at some point you will have to come round and have
I
your ass
get to have my ass kicked. Yay! I love WipEout. I was never very good at it, but I loved it nevertheless.
Yes, well, there's the steelbook as seen, with nothing in it.
Yeah, but the packaging's gorgeous.
Which is gorgeous, but here's the version that has the actual
shiny metallic packaging.
For those who aren't aware, it is a combination of WipEout HD Fury, which is WipEout HD with its add-on disc, and WipEout 2048 off the Vita, redone on PlayStation 4. If you've got a normal high-definition TV, it comes out at 1080p. If you've got a 4K HDR TV, it comes out in 4K HDR if you've got a PlayStation 4 Pro.
But it doesn't cheat with it, does it? It does it properly.
Yeah, as long as you've got the motion blurring off, it actually does it in proper native 4K. If you put it on, it puts it into the 4K checkerboard rendering system, which they do for a lot of the games. What a lot of people don't realise, of course, is that WipEout HD is in fact WipEout Pure and WipEout Pulse. Which were remastered for the PlayStation 3 essentially with some new soundtrack, but though some of the music went on to be in it. That's one of the drawbacks with the Omega Collection, is that the soundtrack isn't from the earlier games. It's actually a completely new soundtrack, which doesn't evoke quite the same feeling in a lot of ways, but there we go.
But not a lot of people, if they haven't played the game, would know that.
No,
because you can't put it on YouTube.
No, quite. I tried uploading a load of footage and it started going copyright infringement all over the bleeding place, so it's like...
Well, you were infringing on their copyright.
Yes, so you will be seeing some footage towards the end of this video.
Muted.
Where I'll be using some of the YouTube music rather than the original music, because that way you can have some music so it doesn't sound incredibly boring, but I won't get flags all over the place.
Yeah. That'd be fun for you.
So what did you think of it when you saw it running? Obviously you played
It's gorgeous.
WipEout HD
It's always
before.
good. I have never seen a version of WipEout that didn't look gorgeous. No, I mean, absolutely gorgeous. They've obviously done a lot of work to it, of course. I do remember with WipEout HD
On the PS3.
and the PS3, there was one section of the game where it's a little bit juddery. But
You do have to bear in mind it was a PS3 trying to put out 1080p at 60 frames a second.
yeah, but my point was,
which, by the
even
way,
back,
the Xbox One can't do.
but even then, back then, it was awesome.
Yes.
I mean, if we go way back
Yeah.
to the very first one, it's always been a visually stunning game.
Yes.
It's always been great fun to play, and the music has always been very immersive.
Yeah.
And has always drawn you into the game. So, yeah, I mean, okay, here is a prime example of how good the game is. So, you ready for a good example of how good the game is?
Definitely.
How much of your hard-earned cash have you spent on versions of the game?
Quite a bit.
Well, there
Quite
you
a
go.
bit.
That is a good example.
3 different versions of WipEout 3.
Why have you got 3 different
Okay,
versions of that?
there's the
I
full
wish you
retail.
asked.
I've got the full retail version.
Yeah,
Okay, with that disc.
yeah.
I've got the promo.
The promo version, yeah,
Okay, which comes with a black disc.
yeah.
Like that. And then WipEout 3 Special Edition, which was only made available in Europe, which actually has some of the tracks from the original WipEout at 2097 in it, remixed in a higher resolution, because it's actually run at higher res.
Okay.
And it's actually got some stuff from WipEout 2097, I think it was a Japanese edition. WipEout 2097, WipEout 3 Japanese edition, and special prototype tracks which weren't on the British version of WipEout 3. So it was like, no brainer. But that was also the first one that didn't have the Psygnosis logo on it, which was a kind of a bit of a gid. But there we go.
But yeah, I mean, it's sadly I don't own a PS4 yet.
Yes.
So it's
You don't have a Vita either, so you haven't played WipEout
I have a
48,
Vita.
and that's in there. So
and I'm very unlikely to own a Vita at this stage.
yes, which is fair
just because of life and things, and my mobile gaming, when I do have time to game,
enough. on
is on my mobile.
Oh, yeah,
So
absolutely.
it was weird as well, because I actually wanted a Vita. It never materialised. I just never got around to buying one, and just me.
It's one of those things, isn't it?
Although ironically, I still play my PSP occasionally.
Oh no.
Star Trek Academy.
Oh right, yeah.
I enjoy that game. But no, absolutely awesome. Graphics are cool, and one night I shall bring a crate of beer out to his, and I shall
Drink it all
drink the
yourself,
beer
'cause I
because
don't
he
drink that.
doesn't. And yeah, games will be had.
Absolutely. Now, one of the cool things about WipEout Amiga collections, because on the PS4 you can actually flick over to either Spotify or your own media player to play your own music.
Oh, that's nice.
So I've actually got a WipEout playlist on Spotify, and I'll put the link below actually, which has all of the music from any of the WipEouts that is on Spotify, plus a few tracks that were by the same people who worked on it, but probably would have worked in WipEout. So you might want to check that out. It's down below.
Hi and welcome to WipEout Media Collection. This is Sven from Formatting Geekology, and what we're going to do is show you one race from each of the sections that make up WipEout Media Collection. So, in chronological order, we'll go into WipEout HD, which was originally released on the PlayStation 3 in 2007. This has been remastered for PlayStation 4, and if you've got a PS4 Pro, you can, like all the games as part of this collection, play it in 4K HDR, and it's native 4K if you've got the motion blurring off. So there we go. I'll start with one of the ones I've done before, so you can see what the races actually look like. So we're going to here's single race. Going to we need to carry 7 speeds. This is the slowest form of the game. Still got it on elite difficulty, so we'll see if I can improve from the silver medal up to a gold.
Pfizer. Welcome to Anita K.
Previous players of the WipEout series will notice that the engine has been upgraded somewhat since the PlayStation 3 days of WipEout HD. You'll also notice that the voices have changed a little bit. We've got a combination of a voice very similar to very early WipEouts as well as the WipEout HD female voice.
Autopilot. Autopilot engaged.
Bomb.
Disengaging.
Cannon. Final lap. Rockets. Cannon. Rockets. Cannon. Race complete.
There you go, that's better.
Gold medal awarded.
Right, let's go into one of the Fury. Let's see. Let's go into an eliminator race. This is one of the new modes that was introduced in Fury. Bearing in mind that Fury and WipEout HD were pretty much remakes of stuff that came out of WipEout Pure and WipEout Pulse on the PSP.
Pfizer.
Playing eliminator games, you're supposed to take out the other guys as much as possible to reach a point score. I think this will be at 200 points, so it's whoever gets 200 points fastest wins.
Welcome to the Amphitheum.
Combat systems ready.
Pretender eliminated. Pretender eliminated.
Active. Plasma.
Cannon. Rockets. Energy critical. Energy critical. Cannon. Plasma. 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 Contender eliminated. Bomb. Plasma. Mines. Contender eliminated. Rockets. Leech beam. Bomb. Leech beam.
Rockets.
Plasma. Mines. Plasma. Missile. Plasma.
Plasma.
Session complete. Gold medal awarded.
There we go. And finally, we'll look at 2048. This is, of course, the Vita game that released when the Vita was launched here in the UK. And this is set right at the beginning of the WipEout saga, so this is the first game chronologically in the series. Let's see if we can do a little bit better on Queen's Mall than just a finish the event. Let's see what we can do. You will notice that the soundscape, sound design on 2048 is significantly different from HD. But you'll soon hear what I mean.
5-star fighter. Rockets. Missile. Rockets.
Missile.
Final round. Missile. Rockets.
Cannon.
Rockets.
Cannon.
Race complete.
Apparently not.
Pass. 5th place.
Runs the GameCube project, which is possibly the worst track for me, but while I can flail around that track while I'm telling you
Visor.
my review of the game.
Welcome to Check Project.
Now, bearing in mind that WipEout HD was my favourite of the WipEouts, that this is a better version of WipEout HD and WipEout HD Fury than on PS3. The controller helps a little bit, though I do feel the controller lags slightly more than the DualShock 3 does. Just be me.
Mines.
Fantastic being able to play
Mines.
WipEout 2048 on a big screen, though I never understood quite why it wasn't made available as something that would work on PlayStation TV, because there was no real reason for it. But generally speaking, this is a fantastic title, and though it's not easy by any stretch of the imagination, it's a fantastic buy. And for 25 quid, which is what it's kicking around at generally, at least online, or 30 quid in shops mostly, it's a must buy. If you like this type of game in any way, shape or form, then it's worth grabbing it. Just not certainly worth grabbing more than a few mines are.
Race complete.
thank you very much for sharing one of your fantastic passions with us. We always love to hear Sven's opinions, and we'd love to read some of your opinions, so leave them in the comment section below. You can subscribe to us here on YouTube, you can follow us on both Facebook and Twitter, and of course there is the official Geekology website. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.
Bye.
So I take it you've heard about this game then? Hi and welcome.
Oh.
Format.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's your baby. Are you gonna tell the viewers at home that my penis is bigger than this game? Yeah. Okay. I meant this one. Shut up. I know where you were going instantly with that. And I know where that will be going instantly with that. You keep that joke running.